In the grand story of American presidents, some are known for big changes, others for tough times. And then there are those whose rise to power was completely unexpected. Today, we're talking about the 10th President of the United States, John Tyler. John Tyler was born on March 29, 1790, into a well-known family in Virginia. His father was a prominent figure in politics. Young John quickly followed in his footsteps. He studied law and began his political career at a very young age. By age 21, Tyler was elected to the Virginia House of Delegates. He quickly moved up, serving in the U.S. House of Representatives and as governor of Virginia before joining the U.S. Senate. Early in his career, Tyler was a strong believer in states' rights. This belief would be very important during his presidency. The election of 1840 was unforgettable. The Whig Party, wanting to remove President Martin Van Buren, chose war hero William Henry Harrison as their presidential candidate. To balance the ticket and win Southern votes, they picked John Tyler as his running mate. Their famous campaign slogan was "Tippecanoe and Tyler too." The Whigs won big. Harrison was sworn in on March 4, 1841. But just 1 month later, tragedy struck. President Harrison died on April 4, 1841, after getting pneumonia. This event created a huge problem for the young nation. The Constitution wasn't clear about what should happen when a president died. It only said that the powers and duties of the office would pass to the vice president. It didn't explicitly say the vice president became president. John Tyler was at home in Virginia when he heard the news. He immediately traveled to Washington, D.C. Once there, he firmly stated that he was now the full president, not just acting president. He took the oath of office. This set an important precedent, meaning a new standard, that the vice president fully becomes president if the current president dies. This is now known as the Tyler precedent and was later made official in the 25th Amendment. Tyler's presidency was full of conflict with his own party. The Whigs, who put him in office, didn't trust him because of his strong states' rights views, which often went against their own plans. He vetoed several important Whig bills, including one for a new national bank. This led to him being expelled from the Whig Party. He's the only U.S. president to be kicked out of his own party while in office. Almost his entire cabinet resigned in protest. Despite all the political fighting, Tyler achieved some major things. His administration oversaw the annexation of Texas in 1845. This greatly expanded the United States, but also increased tensions over slavery. He also signed the bill that created the U.S. Naval Observatory and pushed for more trade with China, leading to the Treaty of Wanghia in 1844, the first diplomatic agreement between the two countries. Tyler was also the first president to marry while in office, wedding Julia Gardiner in 1844, after his first wife passed away. With 15 children from his 2 marriages, he holds the record for the most children of any U.S. president. Despite all the political fighting, Tyler achieved some major things. His administration oversaw the annexation of Texas in 1845. This greatly expanded the United States, but also increased tensions over slavery. He also signed the bill that created the U.S. Naval Observatory and pushed for more trade with China, leading to the Treaty of Wanghia in 1844, the first diplomatic agreement between the two countries. Tyler was also the first president to marry while in office, wedding Julia Gardiner in 1844, after his first wife passed away. With 15 children from his 2 marriages, he holds the record for the most children of any U.S. president. After leaving office in 1845, Tyler retired to his plantation in Virginia. However, as the nation moved closer to civil war, he re-entered public life. As a strong supporter of slavery and states' rights, he led the 1861 Peace Conference to try and avoid war. When that failed, he became a delegate to the Virginia Secession Convention and, controversially, voted for Virginia to leave the Union. He was then elected to the Confederate House of Representatives, but he died on January 18, 1862, before he could take his seat. John Tyler's legacy is complex and still debated today. He was a man of strong beliefs who, by circumstance, became president. His firm stand on presidential power after Harrison's death changed the role of the vice presidency forever. Yet his strong pro-slavery views and his support for the Confederacy cast a long shadow over his place in history. From an accidental president to a figure tied to the nation's most divisive conflict, John Tyler's story reminds us of the many forces that shaped early America and the complicated lives of their leaders.